The next day, do we have any mail? No. The next day, I decided to hit Akiba's computer parts stores. I did as much as I could yesterday after parting with Kurisu, but no luck. Finding an IBN 5100 is obviously not going to be, it is going to be a huge pain in the ass. I'm standing in the narrow tunnel that runs beside the Radicon building. Small shop selling everything from motherboards to resistors to vacuum tubes line both sides of the tunnel. Here lie the vestiges of the old electronic town, Akiba's conscience, so to speak. Casual otaku usually avoid stores like these. It's a holy land that only true fanatics can enter. Not that I'm an expert on computer parts. Furthermore, these shops only sell parts, so it's actually kind of silly to be searching for a whole PC here. Still, something about the sight of these electronics gets my blood pumping. I have to hide my excitement to maintain my dignity. If a storekeeper yells, "Hey kid, you're 10 years too young for this stuff," then I'll have no choice but to run. Aren't we like 18? Fortunately, no one else has yelled at me yet. In fact, the storekeepers seem to be ignoring me. They must be more open-minded than I thought. Or maybe they just don't care. You have a beard and everything. Or like a little chin beard. I search each store in turn, but end up neither hide nor hair of an IBM 5100. Even if it was in a store, we wouldn't be able to afford it. The ring on my phone draws a sharp look from the nearest storekeeper. I force a smile and rush outside. Whew, that was close. I probably shouldn't go back in there today. I take a deep breath, try to calm myself down. That's when something strange catches my eye. Did we not pick up the call because I clicked? There's a woman squatting on the ground nearby, her knees against her chest. In her hand is a gaudy purple phone. She's staring at the screen without moving a muscle. She's even more conspicuous since nobody else is around. And on further inspection, I realize it's someone I know. Shining finger. We just ignored a call from Mayuri? That's so sad. Okay. I call out to her, but she gives me no reaction. We don't know her name. Shining Finger is just a name I made up, so I guess it's only natural. Her name was Moeko? No. Mokiko or something. Wasn't it Moeko? Finger. I stand in front of her and call her name. Well, the name I gave her, but she doesn't even look up at me. Her fingers are typing rapidly on her phone, so she's definitely conscious. But she still looks dead. There's no life in her eyes. I'm actually worried despite the heat. She's not sweating at all. Can't you hear me? Who? It is Moeka. Hyoyin Kyoma, the mad scientist. She glances at me for maybe half a second, then goes right back to staring at her phone. Who? What? Can't you remember people's faces? Of course I'm the one who forgot her name. I agreed to help you find an IBM 5100, remember? And this is the thanks I get? She twitches upon hearing the word IBM 5100. But she still doesn't look up. Okay, Bacon. It's Hyoyin. Hyoyin? I'm just gonna say Hyoyin, because it's easier for me. Ignoring me, are you? Why won't you accept me as Hyoyin Kyoma? Sent email. Hi, Kawai-kun. Fancy meeting you here. I nearly flip out. Is this really something you should say by email when the person is standing right in front of you? It wouldn't take 5 seconds to say it verbally. She's friendly enough in her emails, but in person she's a lump of unsociability. She's just shy. How could she write "funny meeting you here" without smiling at all? Makes me think that mails are coming from a different person. I suppose it is quite a coincidence. Were you looking through the parts stores too? She doesn't even respond when I ask her a direct question. Another email. I looked, but I couldn't find anything. Mocha. Why won't you speak? Too hard. Isn't it harder to type everything out? My yelling doesn't have the desired effect. Instead of getting her act together, she buries her face into her knees. Sus. And why is she wearing such a short skirt? If she sits with her knees up like this, I can see everything. Not that there's a problem with that. She is probably the cutest girl in the game so far. I sigh, then turn and walk away. I had to think about all the girls in the game really quick. I buy 2 Max coffees from a nearby vending machine. The mails keep coming. I'm sorry. I apologize. So please come back, Moeka. I'm too tired to get angry. Besides, my search has hit a dead end, so I need whatever information she has in the IBN 5100. Can't just go home. Come to think of it, her name was Moika, right? I remembered when I saw her email. I returned to Moika with 2 max coffees in hand. Let's take a sip of our drink real quick. Okay, Bacon. She's finally on her feet. She glances at me, then breathes a sigh of relief. Want one? She timidly accepts the max coffee I hand her, but she doesn't move to open it. I wait for the coffee to cool down, open the tab, and take a sip. Sometimes the sweetness is just what I need. That's what I'm saying. Why don't you talk? Emailing is easier. Like hell it is. Maybe she's just afraid of people. When I finally consider that, I'm taken aback by my own thoughtlessness. Of course, so that's what it is. Basically, she's afraid. Afraid of the insane mad scientist Hyuin Kyoma. Well, I can hardly blame her. In fact, I sympathize. Few indeed can withstand my aura of supreme madness. I'm weird, aren't I? No, you're normal. Really? For no matter how disciplined your mind is, you cannot resist. You have nothing to be ashamed of. In this world, there exists something called the absolute eternal truth. It's a wall, immovable, no matter how much you struggle. That's why people give up, abandon their dreams, choose a different path. But never forget this one thing you hold within your own heart. You hold within your heart your own Steins Gate. Steins Gate? All people, without exception, possess their own Steins Gate. As long as you have yours, you may follow any path without losing your way. Just as I follow mine. Moika nods. Looks like I got her to understand. So, on to business. You have any information on the IBN 5100? Moika answers by shaking her head slightly. Oh, she's so sad. How long have you been searching? About 2 months. Where have you looked? And of course, Moika starts to move her fingers at high speed. Stores, online auction houses, the usual. I also tried asking on @channel. I even walked around the Akihabara asking people, or so I say, but I've only talked to about 4 people, including you, Moika. Even though hordes of otaku come to Akiba each day. Have you tried talking to PC Store employees? They know more than anyone else. Moika shakes her head again. For 2 months, she's only talked to 4 people? That's crazy. She's clearly not cut out for this job. Sincere as she may be, she's just wasting time. The editorial company she works for must be incompetent if they choose her as an investigator. Though I suppose it's only her fault for It's also her fault for accepting the job despite her handicap. So, what's your actual goal? To obtain an IBN 5100 or to investigate the urban legend? Both. I see. In that case, her search is limited to IBN 5100s in Akihabara. But I don't care about the urban legend, I just want to obtain an IBN 5100. My true goal is what comes afterwards. So I don't need to limit myself to an IBN 5100 in Akihabara. I could just look online, might be able to get one through auction. That would take me time and money, though. She also said online auctions, though, didn't she? So, like, that doesn't mean just Akihabara. Surely. I don't know if I showed it. It was on camera. I might have showed it. It was down here. Yeah, this is my tea. It's very good milk tea. If I don't find one in another few days, let's consider that an option. Where do you plan to search next? I didn't quite hear you. Mocha types out a mail at high speed. I honestly don't know where to turn. I've tried everything. Mocha. Don't worry, I have a network of informants at my disposal. Finding a retro PC should be no trouble at all. Stop lying to this woman. Momoka looks at me for the first time today. I see respect in her eyes. Have you forgotten who I am? Hyoyin Kyoma. I will stop at nothing to destroy the system and usher in a new era of chaos. That's Okabe-kun's Steins Gate. Not Okabe, Hyoyin. I just want to take a step back again and say how much I love the art and the music in this game. It's just so good. After parting with Shining Finger, I go to the nearby PC store to talk to an employee I happen to know. But naturally, he doesn't know where to find an IBM 5100 either. Apparently, it was easier to find retro PCs 10 years ago, back when there were more underground niche stores. I think it's the colors. It's specifically the way they color, like, because it's this faded thing, and the colors are not like fully saturated. But then when they color the people, they give them like the splotches of paint, and it's just so cool looking. Anyway, now those stores are all but vanished, driven out by stricter regulations, the inexorable spread of Moe culture. So I can't really say it's Moeka's fault that she can't find anything useful. After all, I'm stumped too. This is only my second day searching. Hunting for an IBM 5100 on the internet auction site starting to look more appealing than confining my search to Akiba. But again, that would take time and money. That reminds me, Mayuri called before I went to meet with Shining Finger. It's rare for the absent-minded Mayuri to be the one to contact me. I'm usually the one to contact her. I wonder what she wanted. Should I try calling her back? But where could she be now? She's not at work, is she? If she is, then I probably won't be able to get a hold of her. Let's contact her, not by phone, but by email. If you need me, call again or send an email. That was instant. You get a reply in a matter of minutes. Taru-kun says to call him. That's it? Call Daru? What does this mean? I guess there's no choice. I'll call Daru. What's up? It's me. Report the situation. Okudin? You're the one who talks like... You're the only one who talks like that. Did you hear from Mayushi? No, she didn't tell me anything. Well, I'm at May Queen right now. Mayushi did some investigating. Sounds like Ferris-tan knows about the 5100. Everybody does, apparently. What? Ferris? Don't tell me that cat girl and the IBM 5100 are connected somehow. Can't even imagine how they could be. I understand your confusion, but apparently there's a lot of retro PCs at our home. That's some unexpected good news. Tables have turned, and now I'm close to my goal. This, too, is the choice of Steins Gate. I don't get you. So, is Ferris there? Of course. Today's the Ferris Cup. Ferris Cup? What's that? I don't think I remember hearing about it, but I never really paid any attention. Yeah, she was good at a video game, right? It was like Dota or something. It's like their version of Dota. She was like #1, but she didn't go to tournaments. When I showed Ferris-tan an image of the IBM 5100, she said she donated a similar PC to a shrine 10 years ago. Don't know if it's the one we want, though. She donated it to a shrine. Maybe it's our shrine with the femboy. That's an unexpected combination. PCs and shrines, consumer electronics, and ancient Shinto rituals. They're not even tangentially related. Which shrine? Didn't ask. My bad. Whatever, it's a lead. The only shrines in Akiba are Kanda Myoyen and Yanabashi Shrine. I don't know if Ferris was living in Akiba at the time, but it's at least a start. Well, I'm hanging up. The Ferris Cup is about to begin. I see, Daru. I'm sure you can do it. Be sure to win. Leave it to me. Let's go, Daru. What the hell is a Ferris Cup anyway? No, more importantly, the shrine. Kanda Myojin is the larger and more popular shrine, so 9 out of 10 people would choose to donate something there. But when I inquire at the shrine office, nobody knows anything about an old computer. That leaves Yanabashi Shrine. Incoming call. It's probably not there either. Is this John Titter? Who is this? What? All I can hear is noise. Wrong number? No, maybe. You're from the organization, aren't you? Is this a warning? You're telling me to stop getting involved with CERN? Huh? It's a woman's voice. And she clearly doesn't understand what I'm talking about. You're not from the organization? No. It's Makise. Makise? Who? I think I remember this voice somewhere. I don't remember who Makise is. Sorry, but I don't remember. Tell me where we met. Paris? Or London, perhaps? Akihabara. We saw each other yesterday, remember? Yesterday. Makise. Makise Kurisu. Oh, yeah. Oh, my assistant. I forgot her name. Not your assistant. Makise Kurisu. Sorry. I'm moving my legs. I have very large legs. And they need to stretch. Or not stretch. Depending on their mood, not mine. If you don't if you don't say Christina, then I'll have no way of knowing it's you. I'm not Christina either. How many times do I have to tell you? You never stopped complaining, do you? Whose fault is that? Whose? Wait a minute. How do you know my phone number? Something's not right here. It's not like Kurisu's free of suspicion. She could still be a spy. Hashida-san told me. Oh, that's boring. So what is it, assistant? I said I'm not your assistant. What's the point? Where are you now? I'm headed to Yanabashi Shrine. Ah, okay. Bye then. Huh? What? Who was that? She messing with me? She's messing with me. How dare my assistant treat me like this? I shall scold her more harshly the next time we meet. She thinks she's all that because she was a published major journal. She was published in a major journal. She's gonna meet us there, bro.